Welcome, everybody, and thank you for joining us in today's Soul Connect. Today, we're starting off a new series called Daily Wellbeing, which is done by our youth here at Lighthouse Fellowship Church, USJ. And in this first episode, we'll be talking about technology. And to make it clear, we're not here to hate on technology, we're not anti technology. In fact, all of us love technology here. And I'm CJ, and I'm 18 years old. On my right, I have Samuel.
Hello, I'm Samuel. I am 15 years old.
On my left, I have Isaac.
Hi, my name is Isaac. I'm 14 years old today.
And let's get into our first question. How much tech do you use a day?
I use mostly my laptop for gaming and entertainment research for more than 6 hours a day.
How about you, Isaac?
I use my tag for gamings and also research, and sometimes I call my friends and talkings, and I spend more than 5 hours a day.
So, in your guys' times spent on tech, what do you think you spend the most time on?
Uh, Depends. When I'm going to school, I mostly use it for searching up answers, research to my homework. But when I'm free and stuff, I mostly use it for games and all that.
For me, I use my computer to play games and do research on the like I used to look at my computers, like the price of the computers, yes, and the others.
For me personally, I use a lot of tech every day. I would say I use 12 hours a day, and I use I use 12 hours every day. Okay, but depending on the day, just like Samuel, if I have a lot more schoolwork, I'll spend more time on apps like Google Classroom, Zoom meetings. But sometimes when I don't have school, I'll still use 12 hours a day, but I'll spend more time on YouTube and watching a lot of shorts on YouTube. And to the next question, do you guys think that you spend too much time or too little time on tech, and why?
I think I do spend a lot of time on tech, and it causes me more problems than solve my problems. It has helped me in areas where I needed to solve some things, but in life and most heavy problems, I don't think it's been like that, and I think it is the cause for it. I have been lacking responsibilities, and I have been very lazy because of technology, because I think that's the only important thing I need, and that's the first thing I just put every time I wake up in the morning.
Oh, all right, but um, what do you think is the ideal time for you to spend on technology every day?
Oh, sorry, what?
What do you think is the ideal amount of time you should spend on technology?
I think maybe about 3 hours, 4 hours.
And you would use those 3 and 4 hours for schoolwork and
Yes,
yeah,
mostly.
okay, okay. How about you, Isaac?
For me is I play games a lot, so I don't study. All I do is playing games. So yeah,
So you think it's too much time or
well, I think I've been playing it like too much time on gamings and without spending time on readings and studying.
all right, okay. For me, I think 12 hours is too much because besides sleeping, I'm always on my tech. I'm constantly checking out my phone if I'm not watching YouTube videos. So I think I should decrease my time on tech. So, and what problems has it caused for you? What has technology caused, Isaac?
For me is my lack of responsibilities and my disciplines. So like when I use my computers on my phone, and I will continue using it like until midnight, or sometimes I don't even sleep. So I will like my dad has always been told me to um, to clean up my house, the rooms, the cars, and everything. But yes, I do a little bit. But after that, I would change my mind to keep continue playing games. So yeah. So after like my dad has, because he very aggressive sometimes, and so he kept on my computers and everything, and I end up have to be forced to do my house chores. And yeah, and I realized that when I do the house chores and I clean up my room, I realized that my room is tidy and clean enough for me to sleep. So it won't be like last time my room is dirty and messy that I don't even feel like sleeping on it. Yeah.
So after you clean your room, you felt more like sleeping instead of playing games?
It's true though. I feels like more like sleeping and instead of playing games.
All right, I think that's the right move. Um, Samuel, um, actually, can you talk more about, relationship problems you might have faced after using technology?
Yes, I cannot blame my mother for getting very angry for my irresponsibilities. I always lacked work. I always chose the wrong way. I always slept everything off, and I always make the wrong choices. And also led to me like also not doing like any good stuff in my life.
So, what do you think you should be doing instead of?
I think I should be putting my phone down, my laptop down, and I should be helping my mom around the house, keeping my room tidy up clean, and keeping my house nice and well, helping my mom here and there, and also doing some nice activities outside.
All right, and for me, technology has of course caused some problems, and I think the main issue that I have with technology is just the easy access of information. So I can get so much information so easily, so that becomes a problem for me when I'm trying to make my decisions based on all this information. So one time I was, looking at stuff online, looking to buy something, and I wanted to make sure I made the right decision. So what happened was that I woke up every day and went straight to my old computer and started browsing for new laptops. And I kept looking every day for more than 1 week, and it was like 3 hours every day, 3 hours every day. And after all that, I still haven't made up my mind. So I think the information is just too much for me to handle because I didn't know what I was looking for. So this is just my experience with technology, and I want to ask you guys, how do you guys plan to overcome the issues you guys mentioned just now?
For me, my plan is to set a timetable on when I should pull out my laptop and my phone, and when I should put it down, and when I should focus on these stuffs and that stuff. And then my other plan was also to read the Bible more and attend church more, follow Jesus more, and focus and make a goal to preach Him in the future. I also think that it's good that you focus on activities outside of school as well. Do some activities like football or running, jogging, and healthy activities. These plans you will make will cleanse away your mind from the thoughts of tech, and you will be a better man.
How about you, Isaac?
For me, it's more similar to Samuel, what he said. I plan a schedule and to do what is correct and doing what is necessary. And yeah, like nowadays, schools having sports days and everything. Yeah, I'm into it and I'm helping teacher around. Yeah, so I realized that it's more healthy and more sociable to with people instead of using phone, because you feels like it's better to see people face to face instead in the virtual devices. Yeah.
Okay. So the things you guys told me just now, have you guys been practicing that already, or haven't you guys practiced it?
Well, I'm planning to start soon.
All right, all right. How about you?
I have planned already and I've been starting, but sometimes I won't follow a schedule because sometimes I've been using computer for too long and I forget my schedules at the site with me. So yeah.
So, I actually quite agree with what both of you guys said. I think discipline and also having a schedule to follow is important. For me, I've actually been doing daily planners, you know. So at the start of the day, I would write down the things that I want to do throughout the day and the things I want to achieve. So I think what this does is actually it sets a goal in my mind. So I know exactly what to do at each time of the day. So without the planner, I would just, after doing something, I would just think like, oh, I don't think I have anything to do right now, so I'll just go watch YouTube. So what happens is I'll end up binge watching YouTube videos, especially after YouTube introduced those shorts. It's been so easy to keep watching, you know. After each video, the video just plays, and every video is so short, so you're always entertained. Like something new is always coming, so you don't get bored, and you, for example, I'll maybe finish my schoolwork at 8, then I'll start watching YouTube until 12 p.m. Then I'll look at the clock. Okay, it's not too late. Then I'll continue watching until 3 p.m. and say, okay, after 30 minutes I'll stop. And then it's 5 p.m. So I think having a daily planner and a set schedule will really help us in dealing with technology and limiting our use on it. And guys, I have another question for you. Do you think that we can solve everything using technology?
Yes and no. Social media has helped me in a lot of areas in life. It's helped me catch up with school studies. It's also helped me attend church services online on YouTube. It has done a lot. It's also helped me like how to deal with some simple problems and how to overcome it in life. But speaking emotionally and mentally, I don't think it does that well. Because after I started using phones and laptops a lot, I started to just keep myself in a room all day in the dark. Started to get forgetful. I think I started to get depressed also. I have also started to lack a lot of responsibilities and always make the wrong choices. It's taken a big effect on me, and I think it's between if social media helps or not.
As for me, I think it's yes, technology do help us, but when you see the social media, it doesn't, because depressions, stress, it's coming up a lot. Like in the news, you can see people suiciding. Like in a month, that can be a lot, and most of the people who suiciding is mostly students, like can be secondary school students, and yeah, so people trying to find solution for depressions and stress, and they keep finding like books online and trying to find a way like entertain their own self. They are trying to entertain their own self, and then putting a mask on it and go to school happily, but in the end actually not. So yeah, actually for me, no, it's not.
All right, so I do agree with Isaac that and Samuel that technology can't solve everything, but it does solve a lot of things that are really important. And I think Isaac touched on the mental aspect of stress, depression. Um, in this age, we also have a lot of, you know, online therapy that connects you to a therapist. But I think in this situation, technology is actually just a tool and not the solution. I think that at the end of the day, a lot of our problems should be addressed to other people, other humans, because we are humans, and I think we should find a balance between using technology to solve problems and finding alternatives. So we're gonna close off our discussion today. And Samuel, do you have any final remarks to our audiences?
I hope that everybody who watched this podcast learn from this conversation that tech does not save you. Being real with Jesus does save you. Thank you.
I hope everyone see this podcast will change. This will change your lives, and yeah, gear up for your future and plan your schedule wisely.
Okay, so that's a glimpse into how we deal with technology and what we've experienced with technology, and hopefully all of us can learn to use technology correctly. And we're looking forward to seeing you in more podcasts, and thank you. Bye bye.